What about underground artists or MCs? Who do you think took the lineage from Lauryn Hill?
Underground, like all right. See,
I'm asking Martina. Let me ask Martina real quick. Martina, I want to ask Martina.
Underground. Right, it's still kind of hard to even say underground, but I guess the only person right now that I would say like that's kind of like me. I mean, of course, I would say myself, but besides me, I would say like maybe like Rhapsody. You know, like she be doing her thing. She be on her real music. You know, her lyrical versatility. So I would say maybe Rhapsody, but I don't know. That's it. Like I can't really think.
Well, definitely Martina, definitely you. I've listened to you extensively over the last couple of weeks. Definitely you. You're definitely in the same vein in terms of your lyrical ability and talent. I would like to offer, there's a sister named Cyrock out of DC that's ridiculously talented. And there's also a sister out of New Orleans named 3D Nati who's amazing as well and very versatile. She's amazing. And Martina, I think you're in the range of those sisters. You have a chance. You could be one of the best in the world.
Y'all know who Shay Noah is? Y'all know who that is? Shay Noah? She's from Buffalo, New York. Please, I'm gonna sing some of her music.
Please do.
Shay Noah is the truth.
I would cite Seamus the Great.
Yes, sister from Zimbabwe. I thought she was from Zimbabwe. That's Central Africa, I believe.
Yeah, African MC.
She's amazing. She's amazing. And her music videos on a very high level. Like they're like movie quality. Pixelated.
And then speaking of upstate New York, there's a group of two sisters by the name of Katani, Kay the Poet and Amani O Plus Katani. They have a really dope project.
Why is that form of hip hop, female hip hop, presented in the mainstream? We need that type of imagery.
Well,
why is that?
I think that also speaks to the deeper aspects. You really want to get deeper into the rabbit hole of what the mainstream record industry has always been is a commodification of Black culture, specifically hip hop, created by Black people. What happens when Black people create something? They take it, they commodify it, and they sell it back to us in a form that is not as recognizable as its original essence. And so, talk about what happened when the CIA infiltrated the record industry and how they put forth a mandate to only put forth certain images and to dominate the airwaves of certain content and certain images. So it dumbs down the consciousness of young Black people throughout the early to mid-90s. That went into play. And so you can't have empowering images of intelligent, skilled, naturally presenting Black women. That goes against the agenda of dumbing down Black consciousness. And you
said it right there.
There's only three really mainstream artists who, when they made a big splash and the powers that be came to them and was like, all right, this is the trajectory of your career from now on. This is what you're going to do if you want to continue to make this amount of money and have this amount of success. This is the agenda. We're recruiting you to join this certain society of artists and this certain level of availability to this amount of money and this amount of accessibility. There's only three big time artists who, when that happened to them, they were like, nah, I'm gonna keep my integrity, I'm gonna keep my freedom, I'm gonna walk this way.
Name those artists.
Dave Chappelle.
Facts.
Prince Rogers Nelson.
Facts.
And Lauryn motherfucking Hill.
Of course.
Those are the only ones that I know of who were like at that level. And when the devil basically was like, hey, here's your slave papers so you can continue doing this. And they was like, nah, nigga. Those are the only three who definitively was like, no. And when you do that, what happens? They say you're crazy. They say, you've lost your mind. Conspiracy theories start to surround you. Prince is a weirdo. Dave Chappelle's lost his mind. Lauryn Hill is crazy. We don't know where she went. Like, they left.
It might have happened to more than we think. Might have happened to Martin Lawrence. Remember when Martin had that breakdown, was running through the middle of the street naked?
Yep.
And see, usually what happens is they try to paint you as like going crazy, and then some kind of situation happens that they set up. But with those three, they exited left under their own circumstances.
Martina.
So I have to stand here today as what I was when I was born, a Black man.
Your racism bounces off me, I'm bulletproof. Your prejudice gets deflected, I'm bulletproof. Your hatred can't penetrate me, I'm bulletproof. Our minds can't be shackled no more, nah, we know the truth. Yeah, from the spot that Malcolm stood.